When my face pops up on your newsfeed, that means I'm always up to no good. Hence, here is the Blam Relax. As you know, this is a new product from Blam called the Super Relax. Well. G decided to drop in a new model called the Super Relax in conjunction of their 10-year anniversary. So we have sold this units, quite number of units. Does this will match as good as this? This is going to be a very short unboxing clip for what I'm curious to know. To be honest with you guys, I'm curious to know what is the differences between these two models right now, and join me as I unbox this particular unit. All right, so let's go for the unboxing experience. First and foremost, yes, yeah, they are celebrating the 10th anniversary. The box has definitely gone a little bit smaller comparing to the previous one, so not a big issue about it. Okay, let's go into the items first, right? So here is the speakers and tweeters and stuff like that, right? But what I'm a bit curious is that they have gone with this all black theme. It used to be like this part over here used to have this silver thing, and here used to be driven by passion, which I'm not very sure if you guys can see it or not, is now replaced with a 10th anniversary. This used to be silver color. Yeah, this thing used to be a silver color, but the materials of it looks quite the same. Okay, whereby the basket, they have actually changed it as well. Okay, it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing as well, but the magnet size looks the same. Okay, this is how the bag looks like. Okay, and then this is your terminals and your serial number. Okay, let's talk about the, as we say, the tweeter. Yeah, the tweeter more or less looks the same though, looks the same, materials also looks the same though. Okay, but it has a like a sleek finishing. Yes, they have the Blam here, and then these are the crossover this thing, which is slightly different than the previous one. The previous one is slightly smaller. I do have actually. The previous one looks something like this. Yeah, previous one looks something like this. The newer one looks like this. Nampak a bit better lah, right? So in terms of the design and stuff like that, is quite similar. Okay, let's talk about the performance. Okay, we have physically seen the speakers, the tweeters, and also the crossovers. Okay, let's look into their spec sheet. Okay, the spec sheet, I'm not very sure if you guys can read it and stuff like that, but however, I'm just going to go through with you guys lah. Okay, their maximum power, this one I don't really bother that much. It's about 150 watts, so it's the same as before, which the nominal also is about 75 watts. It's the same. Okay, it's the same, whereby frequency response 60 hertz to 25,000 hertz. Yes, this is same as the before, but the only difference of the previous generation and this one is that the impedance, they have erased it. Earlier it was a 2 ohm impedance, whereby I wouldn't bother much on this actually, so because it's still a very high sensitive lah. All right, it's a high sensitive speaker which they are running at 93. Previously, it was running at 95. So I don't know why they have done this drastic move of increasing the ohm and also reducing the sensitivity of the speakers. In terms of the technical features, as you can see over here, is quite the same as the previous generation. Okay, it's the same as this. The tweeter also is the same. Okay, it's the same. So there is not much of nothing difference and stuff like that comparing to the older one. So if, let's say, your question is, can I take off the original speakers in my car and replace them with these speakers? Yes, you can do it. Okay, there's no issues with it because it's still a very high sensitive speaker, so it requires a little bit power from the head unit to power up the thing. Of course, if you put it with the DASP, yes, these guys can do wonders. Okay, what else I can say about this? Yeah, it's quite an interesting speakers. We have sold this. Okay, it's on our shelves actually. If you're interested to know more about this or even hear the sounding of this and why we are actually selling these speakers comparing to other brands, I'm sure there are some people, they say, oh, why don't you sell this American brands? Why don't you sell another French company brand and stuff like that? However, we feel for the price point, okay, understand this term, the price point of these speakers as this range is one of the best. We have not come any brands that can come close to this. If there is, of course, we will propose you to the end consumers. Okay, so that's about it. A very short video on this Super Relax. It's an interesting series, actually, if you ask me, from Blam. Okay, the way how G has decided to build the speakers is one of remarkable ways, like, if you ask me. Okay, that's about it, guys. If you have more questions or so, feel free to drop in into the comments, or even you can WhatsApp to me directly, or you can WhatsApp to Peter. Right? Thanks for watching, guys.